Hi there. I want to talk today about budgeting. I don't know if you have a budget every month. I don't know if you've worked out, what you're going to spend your money on. Somebody sent me this, and I'm old and grumpy enough to be able to talk about these things. Many people don't. Have you noticed that when we buy a brand new car, everybody says, "Oh, what a lovely car you bought," without actually asking what else you've spent your money on and what your priorities were in terms of your budgeting. Maybe that's too personal. But anyway, somebody sent me this, so let's go through it and analyze it. I don't know if it's his budget or a friend's budget or just something that he has encountered amongst his friends. This person earns 25,000 a month, very nice salary, and this is after deductions, after pension, medical aid, etc., etc. And this person wants a Golf GTI, the latest model. I checked and it says there with an asterisk from 7,900 a month. So, and that's in South Africa. As you know, Namibia, it's a little bit more. But anyway, let's be nice. 7,900 a month to buy a Golf. And I hope that this has not got a balloon payment, what's called a residual value at the end of it. What that means is after paying this thing for 72 months, what is that, 6 years, 5, 6 years, 7 years? After paying that, you still owe the bank money. That's a balloon payment, a residual payment. You'll never get out of it. So please avoid that. Insurance, I don't know, 2,000 a month. I would suspect it's probably more. This is an expensive car. So again, it will depend where you keep it. You keep it in a garage, or you're living in a good area. The insurance company, how old are you? The insurance company will assess all of those things. Again, you can shop around, phone up Outsurance, phone up King Price, it's free of charge, and get some other quotes. Petrol, again, conservative, 2,500 a month. I suspect a lot more. This is a Golf. You want to use it, you want to take it on runs, you want to open up the throttle. I would suspect it's a lot more, but anyway, 2,500. So now we haven't got much money left over for other things. The rent, 5,200 a month. This is a 2-bedroom apartment in Ochumwise. It's a flat. Electricity and water, 2,000. That seems a bit high to me, especially in a flat. I would think you could cut down a little bit on your water, your electricity and water. But anyway, Dstv. Oh well, everybody wants to have Dstv. Don't forget, it's 1,000 a month. I think it's probably more than that now. It's a long time since I've had it. My goodness, and you have to pay all these extras if you want to record a channel, if you want to have time shift, if you want an HD channel, blah, blah, blah. And don't forget, you've got this other expense. You've got to buy a decoder, and you have to install this dish and LNB, and these are all extra costs. So anyway, $1,000 a month, and it's a contract. Don't like contracts. Cell phone contract, here's another contract. 1,444. This is a Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. I presume if this person drives a Golf, they want to have the best cell phone around. So there we go. For that, you only get 250 minutes a month and 250 SMSs. Please remember those figures. We'll come back to them now. And last on the list, it's interesting how this is organized. Last on the list is groceries. All right. Let's move to another idea that I came up with, that if you earn 2,500 a month, what about this? This would be my idea. Number one, most important, first thing I do every month, 10% of my salary, I invest it. I pay myself first, and I would buy, in this case, maybe core shares, ETFs. You could buy a number of different ETFs, again, a world ETF, a South African ETF, bonds if you want. You can buy some shares. Who cares? No matter what the case may be. And remember, folks, this is an investment that is totally, totally flexible. It's yours. You're putting in 2,500 a month. After 6 months, you've got a nice amount there, but now you need 5,000 for a doctor's appointment or something. You can simply sell some of those shares. I wouldn't advise it. This is supposed to be a long-term investment. But this is not one of these funny things with small print where you're tied in for the next 20 years, or like the government is proposing, you can only withdraw 25% and 75% you must keep. This is yours. That's the beauty of an investment. It's your investment. So it's totally flexible. I would put the groceries next, $3,000. I mean, I need to eat. I think I need to eat before I need to do anything else. And I'm moving on to my house. And as you know, I would obviously advise somebody to buy a house rather than rent. In other videos, we can go into details about in the long term. Over the next 20 years, 30 years, the house eventually is yours. You're living there for free. The renter is paying increased rent every year for the rest of their life until they're 90, 95, 100 years old. They're still paying rent. Mortgage, I worked out, this is a nice 3-bedroom house. It's got a flat at the back of it, by the way, so that would bring you some income in. It's in Commersdale. Your mortgage will be $9,400 a month. Rates and taxes, I don't know. I'm just guessing, 1,100. It may be more, maybe less. Electricity, I think electricity should not be more than 500 every 2 weeks. That's what I'm paying. And I'm in a big house, 3-bedroom house. And I'm paying 500 every 2 weeks. I've got solar boost on the garage roof for the hot water. But I can't believe that the electricity would be so much. But hey, what do I know? The car, this is where you're going to be disappointed. But here's a brand new car. I love it. Suzuki Swift. It's automatic. It's got everything you need. Air conditioning. It's got a nice big boot at the back. You can take this to Cape Town. You can take it up to the north. It's fine. 3,600 a month. Brand new. And because it's a smaller engine and a very light body, petrol is less. I work on a tank of petrol. I have a similar car to this. Mine's a Haval H1. Also very cheap on fuel. And I use a tank of petrol every 2 weeks, and that's about $700. So petrol, 1,500 a month. Insurance, and this is insurance on the house and car. Remember, you own a house now, and you own a car as well. But I reckon you should get it for about $900 a month. I've got a house and I've got a car, and I'm paying $1,000 a month. So I reckon round about that is what you should be paying. Where go? Oh, sorry to mention that, but I mean, I think it's fantastic. That's what I've got. I buy 4 $15 vouchers at the beginning of the month, and that keeps me going. And with that, I've got 200 minutes and 600 SMSs. I've got more SMSs than the person in the previous example had on their contract with their expensive phone. The other advantage of Aware Go, I keep the slips in my wallet, but if I'm not here in Namibia for 2 weeks, I've saved myself $30 because I don't use Aware unless I'm actually in the country. I would put $300 aside, maybe that's just me, to buy some books for my Kindle. They're not expensive. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Common Sense Investing, whatever. There's so many books, and I would try and read a book every week or 2 weeks. Also, unlimited internet. I have MTC Spectra, 10 megabits a second, nice and fast. I watch all my TV on it, listen to radio, do all my WhatsApp calls, unlimited, and it's $4.99 a month. And you can think of Netflix, very cheap, it's $3, $4. And again, you don't need decoders and satellite dishes and all these funny things, because once you've got your internet set up, you can probably watch that on your smart TV. Fantastic. And I've still got money left over. The other person didn't seem to have any money for entertainment, whether they're going out, enjoying yourself, buying some drinks, whatever the case may be. Put $1,000 for that. And I'm still short. I'm still short by nearly $100, so I've saved some money. So those are my thoughts. So to summarize, in terms of budgeting, I would pay myself first. I would invest, and I would buy a house, and I would buy a cheaper car, and try and save on those other things, because those are not assets. Your investment is an asset, and I think your property is an asset.